my second visit to Maiduguri, and remembering what I saw then and what I'm seeing now, it's a bit hard to merge the images. I remember a vibrant city. We can't take away the fact that Maiduguri was an agricultural hub. Their exportation of grains was most important to Nigerian economy, not just the northern economy, but all of Nigeria. And when I came the first time, you could see that. Everywhere there was life. It was bustling with activity. And now it's amazing. You can see how 6 years of insurgency has taken away so much from the people of this area.
Over 14 million people have been affected by the crisis in the northeast of Nigeria following the insurgent attacks that rocked the region, with over 2 million of the people internally displaced. 50% of these internally displaced persons are children.
We've seen a rise in terrorism world over: France, Afghanistan, Iraq, Egypt, Yemen, Nigeria. And since 2009, we've had insurgency in Nigeria. From the data that we've accessed, 2.3 million people have been displaced due to the insurgency. We're talking about 2.3 million Nigerians homeless. And what we have are camps by government, and we also have what we refer to as hosts, which are places like Kushari that have opened their homes up to people who have been displaced. They're referred to as internal displaced persons, IDPs. And a place like Kushari, what they do is they open up their homes, and some of them give their lands. This is an example of a land that was given to IDPs. You can see what they've done. They've built their shacks all around. And in each shack, you have families living within: husband, wife, children. And over there is a makeshift toilet. The smell of ammonia is very heavy in the air. You can see the children all around, the women. The men during the day go out to look for work, to look for how to make money to bring back to the wives and children.
Visiting the Northeast, the IDPs in particular, I had mixed feelings, curiosity, not knowing what to expect. But I saw men, fathers, so helpless. I mean, people who on a very good day would take proper care of their families, their children, shelter, clothing, and every other thing, the basic things within their own perspective. When I saw them helpless, disconnected, wondering how and when help will come from, I was totally devastated. Devastated because as a father, I know what it takes. I know what it means to be there for your family. I know what it means to provide all the basic things they need. Now imagine a man who has been doing all these things, cater for the family, shelter, everything, provide all the basics, and all of a sudden, you are homeless. All of a sudden, you depend on handouts, you depend on people to sustain what you could call a family. All of a sudden, you as the man, you can't understand how and why you are homeless. You can't provide solution. You more or less become a thing. Because when you look at your child, you begin to remember the dream of that boy and you begin to ask yourself, is it still possible? Is there any hope? All because of insurgency. Wow. Is there hope? Well, as you can see from these shacks, what they could call a home, it is something. And like I've always said, the minutest deed is greater than the biggest intention. And so with all these shacks, I think we can help and make it much better. I think we can add so much value to these lives. I think we can be the hope that they hope for if we can all play our own role. My question is, where do you come in?